Hello students, welcome back to Smart Math exercises. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Your support motivates us to create more videos and subscribing ensures you will get notified whenever we upload new content. Let's get started. You can watch my previous video for first main of exercise 6.2. In this video, we will be solving second main, that is express the following percentages as decimals. First question is 27%. A 27%. We can express this percentage as decimal by dividing the percentage with 100. That is 27 divided by 100. Now always we keep the denominator outside and numerator inside. Now 27 is less than 100 and it does not go in 100 table. So what we can do is we can add a decimal point and add a 0 here. 100 twos are 200. 0 minus 0 is 0. 7 minus 0 is 7. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now we have to get 0 as a remainder, but we have 70 here. Since we already have a decimal point here, we can directly add a 0 here. So 100 sevens are 700. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0. So answer is 0.27. Second question, B. 8%. 8%. We should divide 8 with 100. So 100 outside and 8 inside. Since we have 8 here, so add a decimal point and add a 0. But still 80 is less than 100. So what you can do is you can add one 0 and add one more 0 here. So 100 8s are 800. 0 minus 0 0. 0 and 8 minus 8 is 0. So answer is 0.08. Question C. 30%. 30%. So 30 divided by 100. If you want, you can simplify here only, but I will divide and show you 100 outside and 30 inside. Now 30 is less than 100, so we add a decimal point and add a 0. 100 threes are 300. 0 minus 0 0. 0 and 0. So answer is 0.3. Now next question, 69.5%. D, 69.5%. This number is a decimal number. We have to convert this into fraction. How we can do this is write 695 in the numerator and write 1 in the denominator and add zeros. After decimal point there is one number, so you can add 1 0 here. And then divide with 100. When this 100 goes up, it becomes reciprocal. That will be 695 by 10 into, it becomes 1 by 100. Now answer is 695 into 1 is 695. 10 into 100 is 1000. And then divide. 1000 outside, 695 inside. Since 695 is less than 1000, so put a point and add a 0. 1006 are 6000. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. 9 minus 0 is 9. 6 minus 6 is 0. Now we are left with 950. Since we already have a decimal point, add one 0. 1000 nines are 9000. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. 9 minus 9 is 0. We still have 500 here. So we already have a decimal point here. So add a 0 here. 1000. 5s are 5000. 0, 0, 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. We got 0 as answer. So answer is 0.695. Next, question E, 3.68%. E, 3.68%. So this number is again into a decimal number. We have to convert this into a fraction. So it becomes 3681. And there are two numbers after decimal point. So add two zeros into 1 by 100. Now 368 into 1s are 368. 100 into 100 is 10,000. So divide 10,000 and 368. Now 368 is less than 10,000. So add a decimal point and add a 0. Again 3,680 is less than 10,000. So add a 0, add a 0. Now 10,000 threes are 30,000. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. 6 minus 0 is 6. 3 minus 3 is 0. Now again, since we have a decimal point, we add a 0 here. 10,006 are 60,000. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. 6 minus 6 is 0. Now we have a decimal point, so add a 0 here. 10,008 are 80,000. Subtract 0 minus 0 0. 0 minus 0 0. 0 minus 0 0. 0 minus 0 0. 8 minus 8 0. So we got 0.0368 as answer. Next question, F, 0.028%. F, 0.028%. Now again this number is a decimal number, so convert this into fraction. You can write, since we have zeros here, you can only write the number in the numerator 28 by 1, and there are 3 numbers after the decimal point, so add 3 zeros and divide it by 100. When you take the reciprocal of 100, it becomes 1 by 100. So answer is 28 by 1 lakh. So divide this 1 lakh outside and 28 inside. Now add a decimal point, add a 0. 280 is still less than 1 lakh, add a 0, add a 0 here as well. It's still less, add one more 0, add one more 0 here. Then again add one more 0 and one more 0 here. 1 lakh 2s are 2 lakh. 0 minus 0 0, 0, 0, 0. We left with 8. 8 minus 0 is 8. 8. Since we have a decimal point here, we can add one 0 here. 8. So 8 lakhs. 0, 0. So answer is 0.00028. Next question is G, 9.6%. G, 9.6%. Again, this number is in decimal, so we convert it into fraction. 96 by, there is one digit after decimal point, so add 1 0 into 1 by 100. That becomes 96 by 1000. Divide 96 and 1000. Add a decimal point, add a 0, again add a 0 and then a 0. Now 1000 nines are 9000. Subtract 9600 and 9000. We will be left with 600. Since we have a decimal point here, you can add a 0 here. 1006 are 6000. When we subtract 6000 and 6000, we get 0. So answer is 0.096. Next question. H, 124%. H, 124%. Divide 124 with 100. 100 outside and 124 inside. 100 ones are 100. Subtract 124 and 100. We'll be left with 24. Put a decimal point and add a 0. 100 twos are 200. We subtract 240 and 200. You'll get 40. Since we already have a decimal point here, we add a 0. 100 fours are 400. Subtract 400, minus 400, you get 0. So answer is 1.24. Next question is I, 25%. I, 25%. Divide 25 with 100. 100 outside and 25 inside. Since 25 is less than 100, so we add a decimal point and add a 0. 100 twos are 200. 250 minus 200 is 50. Since we already have a decimal point here, add 0. 100 fives are 500. Subtract 500 minus 500, you get 0. So answer is 0.25. Next question is J, 3.75%. J 3.75%. This number is a decimal number. You have to make this into fraction. Keep 375 in the numerator. In the denominator, you can add 1. You can write 1. And there are 2 numbers after decimal point. So write 2 zeros into 1 by 100. 375 multiplied 375 ones are 375, 100 into 100, 10,000. Now divide 10,000 with 375. Three 75 is less than 10,000, so we add a decimal point and add a 0. Again, 3,750 is less than 10,000, so we add a 0 and add one more 0. 10,000 threes are 30,000. Subtract 37,500 with 30,000, will be left with 7,500. Since we already have a decimal point here, add 0. 10,000 sevens are 70,000. Subtract 75,000 minus 70,000, you will be left with 5,000. Since we already have a decimal point here, add a 0. 10,000 fives are 50,000. Subtract 50,000 minus 50,000, you will be left with zeros. So answer is 0.0375. Next question is K, 0.8%. K, 0.8%. Now this is a decimal number. Convert this into a fraction. So it is 8 by, there is one number after decimal point, so add only one 0, into 1 by 100. So it is 8 by 1000. Divide this, 1000 outside, 8 inside. Put a point, add a 0. Since 8 is less than 1000, add a 0, add one more 0 here. Then 800 is still less than 1000, so add one more 0 and add 0 here. So 1008s are 8000. 8000 minus 8000 is 0. So answer is 0.008. Next question is L, 20.05%. L, 20.05%. Now this is a decimal number. Convert this into fraction. Keep 2005 up and write. There are 2 numbers after the decimal point, so add 2 zeros into 1 by 100. Multiply this. $2,005 by 10,000 and then divide this. Since 2005 is less than 10,000, we add a decimal point, add a 0. Then 10,000 twos are 20,000. We subtract 20,050 with 20,000, will be left with 50. Now 50 does not go in 10,000. Since we already have a decimal point, we add a 0 here. 500 is still less than 10,000, so we add a 0 here, add 0 here as well. 5,000 is still less than 10,000, so we add a 0 here, again add a 0 here. Now 50,000 goes in 10,000. 10,000 fives are 50,000. 50,000 minus 50,000 is 0. So answer is 0.2005. Next question is M, 10%. M, 10%. So divide 10 by 100. 100 outside, 10 inside. Put a point, add a 0. 100 ones are 100. Subtract 100 minus 100, you get 0. So answer is 0.1. Next question is N, 118%. N, 118%. 118 divided by 100. 100 outside, 118 inside. 100 ones are 100. 118 minus 100 is 18. Since 18 is less than 100, we have to add a decimal point and add a 0 here. 100 ones are 100. Will be left with 180 minus 100 is 80. Since we already have a decimal point here, add 0. 100 eights are 800. 800 minus 800 is 0. So answer is 1.18. Next question is 76%. Oh, 76%. So 76 divided by 100. 100 outside and 76 inside. Since 76 is less than 100, so add a decimal point and add a 0. 100 sevens are 700. 760 minus 700 is 60. Since we already have a decimal point here, add 0. 106 are 600. 600 minus 600 is 0. So answer is 0.76. 0.76.